Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of VizRT Tuesday Tutorials. I am your host, Richard Evans. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now today, I'd like to take a look at the TriCaster Flex Dual and how you can assign the NumPad to your main mixer or other mix effect or even Previz independent of your assigned stripe. A great way to multitask and expand your capabilities, making it super flexible. So, let me show you how it's done, son. Sorry. All right, so I have my TriCaster 2 Elite interface up, and I have my TriCaster Flex Dual here on my desk. And let's go ahead and start to play around with how we can basically separate the bottom stripe that I currently have working on and my NumPad, because by default your NumPad will be assigned to whatever you have selected in your main stripe row. Okay, so for example, let's just go ahead and show you the long way around this. Let me open up my mix effect number 1 on my interface, and I'll show you in the interface first. So I have two comps in here. One is my close-up shot of our talent on their virtual set, and I have another comp here that if I press on that, that will back that virtual camera up, and I'll go to number 2, and then that will bring me in. All right. So what I want to show you here is I currently have stripe selected, and then my main switcher. But if I go to stripe and then select mix effect number 1, that will make my bottom stripe mix effect number 1 and also my NumPad over here. So for example, let me zoom in on my camera to show you this. So now you'll see that that my stripe is currently assigned to mix effect number 1 because it is currently married to that stripe. And that button up there, or that menu, shows you that it's confirming exactly that, okay? But now we want to separate these, because let's say that we want to keep this bottom stripe as our main switcher, but then have this NumPad be able to control the different comps, okay? So what we're going to do is I'll hit stripe again, and then main over here. So now this is controlling my switcher. So if I just switch between mix effect 1 and 2 like so, you'll see it switches those on my program, and then but now my NumPad over here is assigned to my main switcher. All right, now we're going to separate these with this particular technique. So from here on the NumPad, let's click on option, and then there's an option here for MPad, and if I click on that, I can use these page up and down buttons to scroll through my main switcher or my Previz or my different mix effects. Now you'll see it currently says stripe on there, meaning that it will then observe whatever I have selected over on my main switcher. So if I click through these, if I go page down, you see I can marry it to just be the main switcher, or I can cycle through all of my different mix effects, also my Previz. But from here, let's go ahead and select ME1. Make sure you press enter. And when you do that, you'll see that has now changed the color on the NumPad to let you know that these two are no longer assigned to each other, and also that there is on the LCD screen that also says ME1. So now what I can do from here, I can then use the comp controls that are on my Flex Dual to then access my different shots. All right, so for a practical application of that, let's just set this to comp right now, and we have a call and save. So right now I'm on a close-up shot of my talent on their screen. So now let me go ahead and swap over. Let me put mix effect number 1 on my preview, just so we can see what I'm doing all the time. So on my main program that's going out to the world, etc., let's switch over to my mix effect number 2. All right, like so. And now from here I can say call, and then let me press number 1, enter. And then that will then switch back, but I still can switch my switcher like so. All right, so now I have my my switcher on the left completely separated from the one that I have on the right. And if I want to put it back, same thing. I'll go to home, option, and then MPad, and just have that follow my stripe like so. Boom. Back to my default. So that way, when you have a whole bunch of stuff going on, you can then separate your stripes over here and your NumPad, and then the one up here from this NumPad with the same technique. It's pretty much identical on the top. All right, so a lot of interesting things you could do with this. fantastic for multitasking and doing a whole bunch of different work with either your comps or your mems or your different macros that you want to use, depending on which stripes that you have these configured to. But highly recommended playing around with this, find out what works best for you, and of course, have some fun. There you have it, another awesome feature of the TriCaster Flex Dual. Now, for more tutorial videos like this one, be sure to subscribe to the VizRT YouTube channel at youtube.com/VizRTofficial. And you can find more information about the TriCaster Flex Dual and other VizRT products and services by contacting your local VizRT partner or visiting our website, VizRT.com. And you can also get professional training with VizRT products by signing up for Viz University at VizRT.com/community/Viz-University. And if you're posting your work using VizRT products on social media, make sure that you tag us using the hashtags VizRT or TriCaster. We love seeing what you are working on. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for another episode of VizRT Tuesday Tutorials.